Hi my dear Flosstube friends, this is Needle Ninja. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another stitch with me. Today I feel like I would love to complete this beauty with you, so let's not waste any time and let's have a fun stitchy time together. Please enjoy. So today we'll be working on a Heaven and Earth design project called Large World Travel Bookshelf. Artwork is done by Aimee Stewart, and I kept this Aimee part when I finished the Peru place, and now I moved to, I think, South Asia, and I'll show you. Yesterday, well, I'm stuck with these, rock things. So if you can see, I'm really on the edge of the pattern, and I'll be stitching today this beauty. And I think, I'm not sure, so if anybody can help me to clear these things, but I think this is a Thailand traditional costume, so I think we're in Thailand, but I'm not sure because as you can see there is this mountain with a Buddha on it, and I googled it and I could find a Buddha mountain in Thailand, which calls Khao Chi Chang. I hope I said it right. And because those girls here, they are wearing the Thailand traditional costume, as I think. So I think we're in Thailand. But then I was looking for another mountain with a Buddha on it, and I found another one in China, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage, and it's this Lishan Grand Buddha, I think. So now I don't know, like, are we in China or are we in Thailand? Well, it's totally different countries, so I don't want to make a, oh well, there will be no mistake, but if somebody can tell me what you think it's right. So let's pretend, because today we'll be stitching this girl in a Thailand traditional costume, so let's say we're in Thailand. So that's about that, and let's go for it. So okay, I think we're good. And well, I have a new version of the Pattern Keeper, which I'm sure most of you already downloaded. Anyway, it doesn't make so much difference for me. I'm still doing the things the way I used to work with the Pattern Keeper, so not much there. Okay, so let's go for actual stitching. So well, as you may know, I'm using my snake method. For you who doesn't know what snake method is or how I use it, there will be a link in the description, so please check that out. And without further ado, let's see how this beauty will turn out. So let's start with I have all the park threads, and I will try to use the snake method as much as possible. So let's start with the color number 3827, and I'm doing only the half stitches or 10 stitches, so which means it's only the half cross. And I'm using DMC colors, DMC threads, and I'm working with the 2 strands over the 1 hole, so 2 over 1. So this is the 3rd row. So the odd rows I'm stitching from left to right, and every even row, so this is a 4th row, if you can see in the Pattern Keeper, I will stitch from right to left. And so I will continue with this same color till I can, which means that that's the part when I will finish it. And let's find the same symbol, which is on the grid line, the 3 from there. So let's mark it. Okay, so fourth row, symbol E, color number 3776, and there is only one in this row, and then I'll see the next one, which is in the 8th row, the odd row, which we're stitching from left to right. So let me find it, 1, 2, 3, and I will park it here. Okay, done with that one. So the triangle, black triangle, 3, 8, 4, 5, 4. So I will finish this 4th row with this thread. I hope you can see well. Then in the 5th row there is 2 nothing, 1, 2, and then there are 2 stitches. And because I stitched till there are stitches above, as you may know, and there is actually many of you ask me why I do that. Well, lately I felt really comfortable. So now see, there is no stitch above, and I will leave the thread just hang. So I will park it and mark these. And why I do that? Because so many of you asked me why I do that, so I actually was wondering, like, really, why I do that? Basically, the first, the most, how do you say, what, the biggest reason why I do that, just I don't feel comfortable. No, I feel comfortable to stick my needle always in a free hole, as you can see, you know, there is no, if there is a stitch under, I will already, like, you know, go around the stitches. So that's basically the basic idea. I'm just choosing my comfortableness over maybe, how do you say, the productive, spending the time more productively. Do you say it like that? So there are stitches above, and I will continue this one. But lately, so as I started to say, I became like comfortable with stitching, even like, okay, I don't want to end this thread, or I don't want to park it yet, so I will continue, because I'm trying to use or challenge as many methods of stitching as I can find. Okay, let's take care of this one. It is in a 6th row, and 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there you'll be parked. And that's why I start to, you know, using the threads longer, or even stitching the stitches where there is no stitch above. And that's when I realize after a few times of doing that, I'm not sure if I can show you. Okay, I will try to come here, okay, into this area, and I'm not sure how you can see it through the screens, but in this part there is like, well, it's like a very confetti heavy area, and in this green color, the light green color, I think I was doing, like, you know, as far as I can go, something like using the snake method, but still, like, even there were no stitches above, I just continue with the color, and then I have to stick the, I have to, like, usually when you do cross country, there is just one hole clean, and I will stitch it. And that's why I can tell that this is actually, you know, how do you say, I can see the stitches are not, you know, like here or here, like nicely laying down. It's a little bit, how do you say, we say it like gata gata, it's like bumpy, or, you know, so the texture is not as smooth. So that's when I realize, like, okay, I have to get back to my snake method as I used to. because I don't like this. So yeah, so that's why I think that makes a difference. Well, it makes a difference for me at least. So I don't know if I explained it well, but yeah, I don't like to just go between the stitches basically. And I feel, and after seeing that part, I think this way it makes my stitching really like neat. The stitches laying really nicely and they are not fighting each other. So that's what I'm back with the strictly even it takes more time, even it takes more threading the needle, I will stop if there's no stitch above. So that's why. Okay, there's only one, and let's see if there are more. Lower, no, there's not, so I need to finish this one and end it. And how I do that, it's just pulling the thread under, I don't know, 15, 16, 14 stitches under and just snip it like that, really short. Okay, let's go with another color, heart symbol, which we can see that there's only one. Let's see again if there is more of it. There's not, so again, only one. And again, I will try to go like a little bit diagonally. Maybe you think that this is kind of long way to end the thread, but well, that's okay with me. I have no troubles with that until I get to that point where I already ended. I hope, or basically it will be all covered with another stitches and that little tail will be hidden or pulled under. If not, I will use my snack nabbit. Hi, my snack nabbit. I have him always next to me. Great tool, which I didn't use till really like I think this year. Somebody just told me about it, and it's a beautiful and very helpful stitchy buddy. Okay, now I can see that there are more stitches of this color, and you can see that it's like 20, 30 something rows under, which I don't care because I still have a long thread and I do that. I just, if it's not like, I don't know, 100 stitches under, I'm okay to pull my thread. So next row, so it's a 8th row. There's this symbol E, and we can see her beautiful face already. Wow, she's a cutie. So I hope I know where I'm stitching, so I hope that this is a Thailand. Because this part of the project is really not exactly this girl, but the mountains, the trees, it's really like it took my stitchy bug. It flew somewhere. I couldn't find it because, you know, a lot of confetti and using all the same colors. Well, I didn't work on it as much as I wished to, but I'm back because well, I have to, in order to complete this, I have to get through this part, so trying to enjoy it as much as I can. That's why I was like, okay, I need to find something, you know, interesting about this part. So I start to Google it, like, where am I actually stitching? So, and I searched for places and I learned a little bit about it. So now I know, hopefully, I don't know which mountain is it, but Anyway, one of them, I think that's dead, so I learned something new, and that's okay for me for this time. Okay, and 1-0, and let's park this. Great. So now we're going to stitch her around her neck and her clothes. So color number 3830. So almost done with this block, and let's see, fifth row, the even row is stitching from left to right. That means I will park 1, 2, 3 and 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Okay, and last 10th row, we don't have this color, so 3, 7, 7, 8. Okay, I have just a little bit left. Let's use it. And the next symbol is in 3rd row here. Okay, I really, like 1 month ago, I will stitch this guy, but no, I will mark it and park it because there is no symbol just above him. So yeah, if you're really not if you're not into, if you don't like to thread your needle that much, I don't recommend to do that. Wait, 2, 6, 7th row. So 7th row means 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Okay, and then with this one. Well, threading the needle, it's kind of it's not a big problem for me. I do it really quickly. I just squeeze that between my fingers and just pull it through. Well, of course, when I try to explain it, but there is also a video of how I thread the needle. So there will be a link. I think I did some challenge in that video, which I didn't clear, so it was kind of funny. Okay, and actually threading the needle gives me a time to check my pattern keeper and maybe sometimes look at the TV, which I'm not watching but just listening to. Oh, okay, I was going to go this way. No, I'm not doing that anymore. So parking. Oh, but I did that one. Aha, see, this is so yeah, sometimes when I'm like, it's just, I think it's just about being like feeling comfortable to do that stitch, but I should stop doing that because I don't want my stitches to be not neat. I want them to lay nicely. So I'm actually talking one thing and I'm doing another. Well. So 2nd row, 3 stitches of this color. Three, nothing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it really is comfortable for me to stitch in rows like this. My park threads are always hang down, so they are not in an area where I work. So they are not in a way. And let's see, there's 2 I can stitch here. And the next third one I will park. So let's park it and then mark it. Great. Another symbol which I don't, oh no, I don't have it. 436, where are you? Here. Can you see my threads are getting shorter? That means I done pretty good job on this one, so I need to go to check my threads. Why you're not going in? Okay. Okay, and 1, 2. So see, only there was just one, not mistake, but rule break, that I stitched the one under and I already had a problem to stick my needle there. I don't know if it's connected, maybe really not, but it's already like, oh, you're breaking your rule, you should stuck with it. And you're not, so I'll give you some problems. I think it feels like that. Okay, 3 stars. Now she's going to be so beautiful, I think. Even better looking than in a mock-up version. So 2, nothing, and almost till the end of this row I will stitch this. Oh, someone asked me why or how I choose when to stitch a half stitch and when to do full crosses. Well, there's no special rule for me to do that, but in this moment I have all my full coverage pieces from HAEDs on a 25 count, and well, we all know they are huge projects, and I'm using 10 stitch half stitch on all of them. So I think anything higher count than 22 I will do half stitch, because it gives me a good coverage, and well, it's half faster, so yeah, that's how I decide. And I love to work in half stitch on this kind of small project. I cannot just, no, I can imagine myself to doing the full cross with a single strand, but why do that? Why do twice over the same things? No, but I'm not trying to say like the girls who do that. Of course, it's, I think, stitching in a full cross, it makes a beautiful, even, no, not even, much better, how do you say, look than a half stitch. It has more quality of stitching. I can see like, oh, like a lot of work there. But after all, I'm really satisfied with the half stitch look. I'm satisfied enough, and after it will hang on my wall. You don't see so much difference, so that's why. But I think in my VIP collection, everything lower than 20, so I mean even the 20 count, I stitch full cross. Am I? I think, yeah. So I will not like to work on something smaller than 20 counts with a half stitch, because 2 over 1 will not give me enough coverage for a first, and I don't like to work with more than 2 strands. 1 is okay, but 3 is like too much for me. And this is what, 5th row. Okay, so that's how I feel. That's how I can explain when and why am I. And I didn't stitch there. What's this symbol? It's this one. So I will do that when I come to stitch under. So let me do just this. Let's not that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, this one and this one is not stitched yet. Oh, come on. Not that one. Okay. So I'll go with this guy first. So as you may see, I did all these. This was actually just a black color around. So I wanted to not wait. After all this confetti heavy part, I just wanted to like do like single color. So that's why I picked that part. And now I can stitch only this little beautiful girl. So I don't do that usually, but well, tired of the rock. Okay, I need to go with this part. Those stars will have to wait because I don't want to pull my thread under, but this is totally mistake, so I'm not doing this usually. So park here and let's go the stars. So that one is actually stitched, and I made a mistake here too, so this one is already done. Okay, 2 over the grid line. One more. And then let's do this one. The one I forgot. and you can see that there is a thread showing here, so I can use my snag nabbit but I think this is really short thread, so I will just start my thread from the upper right hole and push it with the needle and a little bit, you know, like twirl it around so it will hide. Okay, you see there's, I think, another ended thread there. So if I go from the lower hole, I have to be careful because I will bring that up. So, but everything went smoothly, and now I can stitch this one actually. And I'm going to. This is already. I can stitch this one too, but it's already too low, and I need to mark where I stitched. So that's there. Okay, 5th row, this this symbol, number 300. Where are you? So for this project, I have my threads on like a bobbin organizer, especially for this particular project, because, well, we will be here, or I will be here, well, definitely I will be here long time, so I want to have just threads for this particular project in one place. I'm sure I will not bring this project anywhere with me because it's huge. It's like 900 stitches over 700 stitches, so the measurement of this project, it's, I don't remember, so I'll put it down. So if I'm not moving to some island where I can only stitch for like 2 years, I'm not bringing this guy anywhere with me. This is my project which I stitch on only in my comfortable stitching place, where the weight of this project doesn't bother me because it's sitting in my lap, and yeah, that's that. So how long we are stitching, I cannot see the counter, so let's go for a little bit more. I hope, oh, there's no, where do I have this one? Why I don't have it park? I think I used this thread, no? This one is okay. Yeah, didn't I? There is this, yeah, I used that. Okay, let me check. 3830. 3830. Which one you are? No. No. Did I end it? I don't think so. Oh, I don't like when this happens. What did I do? You already know what I did. No. This one? This one, why is it here? Oh, I park it in the next grid? Did I? 5, 5, and 3. Oh, okay. So Whew. Did I scare you? Sorry. So, going back. What was I talking about when I did this? You should be here, my dear. Yep. Okay, this happens, and that's how I clear my mistakes. I like to do that. Sometimes it takes longer than it did now, but if we can clear it, it's okay. And you know, and in this case, because there's like, you know, a lot of spaces between the other stitches, so I will do this 3 in a row, in a like, what is it? You know what I mean? And then there's not, and then I will park here because it's 8 till 7th row. 3, which I should do from, okay, not here, 7th row. So anyway, I have to go all over this side. Yeah, maybe you are like, oh gosh, how far she has to go. Yeah, that's what it takes to stick with my snake method. But I don't care because, yeah, I'm not pulling my threads really like tight, so there will be no, like, you know, the long thread under will not bother me, because the tension of what I'm stitching is really like kind of just lightly pulling. But when I was not using the snake, I had a tendency to just, you know, pull it, jerk it a little bit more because it didn't want to go through. And that's why when I got that, you know, not smooth, what is it? Oh, I cannot find the word. Anyway, smooth texture, not texture, but the top of the fabric. So yeah, whatever, you know, I'm sure you know. Okay, go next, let's go next. And the next one is 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, new thread. So how about I finish until the grid line with you, and then I will just speed it up and show you the final result. What do you think about it? And I don't have this one too, but I did that. So again, did I do a mistake? Where did I put you? What's the color? 3, 7. Okay, again, searching for the color. think this is it. Why did I park it here? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Oh, 1. Okay, so found it. So 1 hole lower again. If you're really following my stitching, this was the second, like, oh no, heart attack moment. So I'm sorry for that, guys. And now I cannot stick my needle in. So here and here. Okay. I don't know why these things happens when I'm filming. It doesn't happen so much when I'm just not filming. What's that? Let's check if there is more of this color. There is no, so let's end it about here. A little bit more. How many? So, 4 rows. Let's do 4 rows maybe. Let's make it quicker. Or not. Try not to split the thread. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 here, park. Okay, star symbol. Well, I'm sure her dress is really detailed, so that's why it's kind of not so much comfy, but yeah, kind of comfy. I'm sure it will be much faster if I just go like cross country. But well, not with this project. And with this method and the way I'm stitching right now, it's really easy, much more easy to find the mistake right away. So it will not let you go with a mistake. It will stop you right after, or like we experienced a little while ago, within 10-20 minutes till you get to that point that it's still fixable and it's, you don't have to frog anything, just take a time to figure out what's the mistake, and there's no damage to your fabric or stitches. 1 2 3 free here. Another new, how many of stitches there? Just 2, so that's why I will cut my thread really short, 3 8 3 5. So I will not cut him short, I will use it, or yeah, maybe I will cut it just really short, because just 2 stitches, so like this. Maybe save this little leftover. And I don't actually like to stitch with the short threads. No, even for 1 stitch I will make it longer than this one, because, well, first, threading the short thread is not fun, and then ending the short thread is not fun. But yeah, basically threading the short thread, not fun. So here, and in this case, only in this case, because I don't want to thread this one anymore, I will stitch the second stitch. Okay, so go for it. 3. That's I have to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to do him so I can end it. And that's it with this one. I think I'll be punished for not sticking with my rule because I decide to stick with it, but I'll be good for the next stitches. So, oh, my needle just flew. I'll be a good girl from now on, so forgive me. Here and 7th row. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one. Many ninja stitches here, or there's only one, so 3, 8, 5, 3. And that's it for you. How much time? It's 49 minutes stitching. Okay. Oh, it's too long, don't you think? I don't know how long you like to watch these kind of videos. I don't know why I thought that I could complete it with you today. Well, I was so wrong. The first part looked easy, but then new threads, mistakes, and all of it just make it difficult. And in this moment, I'm going to do this. So, another rule breaker. Oh, and why I don't have... Well, there's another mistake. Why I'm missing this thread, this stitch. See, punishment already happening. So what's this? Oh, I didn't stitch there. Let me fix it. Oh, okay. That's where I made those 3 in here. Yeah, this is the thing I'm talking about. Punishments of not sticking with the rules. Really, I'm amazed how it actually works. That's crazy. That's funny. Okay. Always. This happens always when I'm not following the rules. How do you say it's a karma? Is that the right word? Bad karma or good karma, or I don't know. Yeah. Rule breaker, punishing right really soon. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Make this stitch. Oh, and bark. Okay, let's go. Move it. 3. Okay. Getting there, be patient. 2 more. I can do all of these. So the star symbol for this grid line, it will be, oh, I will do that. I will do that. Why is the thread mark as a park there? It's not marked. It's not parked. Right after, boom, there is a mistake. Now it's park. That's scary. It's actually starting to scaring me. How the karma works. That's why I should do this guy under, but I will not. I will pull the thread all over here. So don't punish me. I'm sticking with the rules, and then come back here, which is totally like kind of crazy, but why do that? But that's that. That's how I should stitch, and I'm sure there will be nothing wrong and no mistakes. This was interesting. Once you break a rule, boom, that's it. Right the next moment. And I would like to do the next stitch here, but I'm not. I'm going, pull my thread here, stitch this guy. And looks like there's this guy too, so I will do that and then come back to 1, 2, 3 here. So parked, done. Okay, symbol which I don't have. How many of you? 1. Oh, give me a break. 7, 2, 9. 7, 2, 9. Okay, done with it. I'm sure I was working with this, yes, symbol. So this symbol is actually letter no, N-O in Japanese. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a lot of these guys. Let's go. And 3. Let's do that. And no more. This one will be just parked. That's how I feel. I could do it, but okay, last row, and that's it, guys, for today. Then I will continue, and I will just make it like fast, like time lapse, so you can see the final her. Beautiful Thailand dancer, I think. There is, okay, I didn't stitch that one, and there's a thread showing, so let's see. I will just do I will use my snag nabbit for this one. Good. I hate that sound, actually. And park it here. There. And clear my mistake, because this stitch is not done, it's just parked. So there you go. The last two stitches, no, oh, I have to, this one done. Okay, last two stitches. Hope I didn't bore you this time. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm sure I showed you how karma works and how it's fun, actually, when I'm stitching with you, but if I'm alone, it will be like, oh, I'll be mad. So it's been a pleasure to talk to you, and it's been fun working and making the mistakes, because we all do that, and we all do the mistakes. So okay, I think we did, how many stitches we did? 205. Great. So let me continue stitch, and thanks for joining me today, and yeah, thanks for keeping me a company, and see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye, and happy stitching. Bye.